Move number 36. David, the only hope for Firouzja, we thought, was Vidit's clock. It seems like Vidit is doing a fantastic job, but with 5 minutes, he still needs to keep his seatbelt fastened and tied across his lap. And so do we.
That's right, Danya. My seatbelt's already tightened. I'm ready for this time scramble. But Vidit, 5 moves to make in just under 5 minutes. He should be fine. It's so overwhelming, his advantage right now, that as long as he doesn't blunder checkmate, as long as he doesn't move the white rook off d4, for example, then he should be able to wrap this up. Peter, what would you say is the most professional way to go about getting to move 40 and winning this game?
Well, I'm very tempted to play a move like c3, just blocking that long diagonal, and eventually also play rook takes d5, just sacrifice the exchange, destroy black's pawn structure, e takes d5, queen takes d5, then push that pawn forward d7, and then the knight from c5, b7 or a5, c6 join the party, and it's on the board c3. I don't see black putting up any resistance. Rook takes d5 will be just crushing.
He heard you, Peter. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Rook to d8, for example, won't change that. You just take the knight. And now he's just inching closer to the time control. It looks like we won't see any surprises here, Daniel. No turnaround in this one. It's just been one mistake in the opening, kind of compounded by maybe a second greedy mistake, queen takes f2, and Vidit's just given Alireza no chance here.
No, I mean, I'm not seeing even a single trick in this last move, c3. You know the word that comes to my mind, but I think Peter has trademarked it, so I want to respect it. But it's really the best descriptor, right? That queen on f6 and the bishop on g7 just kind of drooping their shoulders collectively. Nothing to do on the long diagonal. Black's pawns still on their initial squares. White doesn't even need the services of all his passed pawns on the queen side. All he needs is that d6 pawn. And will we see that exchange sack on d5? Not obligatory. He could push the rook up to d3. Black does have bishop e3 with a pin. So we could see an exchange sacrifice in a slightly different iteration. Many roads lead to Rome, or to 50% in this case.
Yeah, and Vidit about to make a move, and he takes it. Of course you take it. Rook takes d5. Practically speaking, it's exactly what you want. You get perfect clarity. And look at those 4 pawns on the queen side. Look at that king, that wonderful king on a2. Perfectly safe. Not a single check. No ideas. And white's knight on b3 is ready to join the action via a5, c6. And this d pawn will just decide the game.
Yeah, we make it sound simple because at this point it is simple. He's done the hard work already, Vidit. And bishop f4, you can tell with a bunch of time on his clock, he doesn't want to sit here and suffer. He's happy to race towards that move 40. I have a feeling once we get there, once Vidit gets that extra time on the clock, we might see a resignation. d7, 1 square away from touchdown. Yeah, I really like your knight a5 to c6, Peter. Knight d4 into c6 as well. This one's over.
Queen takes f8 was a threat that actually forces the rook to its ultimate demise, and knight d4 I think might be the last finesse. Every single piece joins the battle while the king watches from its air-conditioned castle on a2.
Yeah, sitting pretty. That's probably the safest king we'll see throughout the rest of this candidates tournament. Impressive stuff from Vidit. Just so professional in everything he's been doing this game. He's reaching for that knight. This is move 39, so his next move should guide him to safety. He still has 2 minutes 40 seconds luxury. That is oceans of time. He is going to reach move 40, and he is going to win this game.
Knight d4, bishop e3, rook e5, by the way, and then bishop takes d4. There's rook e8 and queen f8 mate. Another nice touch, perhaps. That was what it was calculating. Not the only win, but perhaps the most forcing.
Yeah, beautiful.
What do we think now? Firouzja, he's well aware that his opponent's made time control. He'll see that extra time pop up on Vidit's clock any moment. Do you think he's going to play on? And if so, how long?
Yeah, very, very big question and very difficult one. I assume that the older generation actually prefer to resign and get out of the misery as quickly as possible. Yeah, because you are not really doing yourself any favor in a hopeless position to keep on moving around. After all, let's not forget the players are sitting there, all their emotions are in play. Of course, if you feel like there is the slightest chance, you play, but there is the handshake. Clock is stopped. Alireza resigns the game. What a win. What a power performance by Vidit.